This is the kind you come to Canada for. Big, heavy, dark horns.
We're here at Diamond T Outfitters, and this is a trip that I can promise you I'm gonna be back on every single year. I just shot a monster mule deer with a brand new 400 Legend. How far do you make it?
20 in the bush, maybe 50 total.
That's what a 215 grain bullet will do.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Now on this hunt, we are headed to a brand new location. We are headed up to Alberta, and the thing is, we get to hunt with one of our very good friends, Dave Marsters, who has guided me on some of my very best trips ever up in the Yukon moose hunting. Now when we're up in the Yukon, Dave has shown us pictures of some of the monster mule deer he's gotten, some of the huge whitetails, and I said, if there is ever an opening at this location, I want to be the first to know. And sure enough, this year they had an opening, so Ben and I headed up to Alberta, and we were going to be there in the late season. Now we went up on Thanksgiving Day, and up there it is pretty cold this time of year. So we brought all the supplies you could possibly need. We come into camp, and this is just one of those places where once you come, you literally look at them and say, I will never give up this spot. I'm gonna be here every single year. And now I see why it took so long for me to be able to get a spot, because who on earth would want to give up a place like this? The hunting is absolutely phenomenal. Now another thing that makes it even more exciting is I had something brand new from Winchester. Winchester came out with a brand new 400 Legend, and I had this with me, and at this point I don't think anybody had shot anything with it yet. I'm so proud to be one of the first shooters of the 400 Legend. Now what this is basically something in between the straight wall cartridges, the 350 Legend and the 450 Bushmaster. What I love about the 400 Legend, well, it still has the same ballistic energy as the 450 Bushmaster, but it's flatter, it's got less recoil, and it costs less. I know this is gonna be an awesome round that so many people are gonna love. So I was pretty proud to have this 400 Legend with me up in Alberta. Now the nice part is, well, I had two tags. I had a mule deer tag and I had a whitetail tag. So we decided right off the bat, let's go out and we're gonna try to get after some of these big muleys. Now Byron, when we came into camp, he said he'd like us to shoot about 180-inch mule deer and about 160-inch whitetail. And when I hear those type of numbers, my eyes just kind of like, is that serious? Because those are some incredible animals. So as we're getting closer, I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna be amazing. This is a monster mule deer, and he didn't fork on both sides, but his frame was so incredible. Where's that closest to?
250, 275.
And up in Alberta, one thing you have to be careful of is you actually underestimate almost all the deer because their bodies are so big. But I could tell from everybody around me, they were really excited about this buck, and so was I. He's walking our way.
This segment was brought to you by DSG Outerwear, doing something great for women in the outdoors by outfitting with the ultimate in fit, function, warmth, and comfort in women's hunting gear. Designed specifically for women, by women. Outfitting every season from sizes extra small to 5XL. Visit dsgouterwear.com to find a retailer near you. This segment was brought to you by Sportsman's Alliance, protecting hunting, fishing, and trapping while promoting our outdoor heritage.
Did you know the Sportsman's Alliance protects and defends America's wildlife conservation programs and the pursuits of hunting, fishing, and trapping that generate the money to pay for them? Just another fun fact showing how sportsmen and women are helping make a difference. We just kept waiting, and all of a sudden one of the does started coming toward us, and this buck was coming right behind us. Now Ben was right over my shoulder filming. I had a GoPro running, and it all just worked out perfectly. Shaking. We're out here. I just shot a monster mule deer with a brand new 400 Legend. And this 400 Legend, it did the trick. Oh, that's a big buck. Hit this giant mule deer, got a full pass through, and this buck piled up not 30 yards inside the brush. I heard the hit, it sounded solid. How far do you make it?
20 in the bush, maybe 50 total.
That's what a 215 grain bullet will do.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they don't go far.
wow, that's awesome.
Good.
Well, let's go check them out.
Let's go find them, yeah.
And to know that you can go up to a location, and yeah, it was the first day. That does not normally happen. But to make it happen and to get it done, well, we knew we were in a great area. And I'll be the first to tell you, I'll take a first day deer anytime, especially when I have another tag in my pocket.
Look at this. Come on in here. Wow. What a beautiful buck. He's got an extra point on this side. Jeez. Beautiful buck. And he is just, this is incredible. We're out here in Alberta. Just shot my very first animal with the 400 Legend. Made an incredible shot, 280 yards. He didn't even go 20 yards. That's what a 215 grain bullet does. Straight wall cartridge, just incredible. Come on in here, Dave, check it out.
Here comes our backup.
Isn't he a cool buck? Yeah, he's a beautiful deer.
God, look at the body on that thing. Look at his head. I've never seen anything even close to that.
Beautiful frame, just a nice dark buck, and such a huge body. And this is exactly what I came to Alberta for, an absolute stud mule deer. And to see what that 400 Legend did at a distance that was probably a little further than I was hoping to take, but to know that it still had the energy to get a full pass through on a buck this size, absolutely incredible.
This segment was brought to you by Boss Buck. For the most user-friendly and dependable feeder on the market, choose Boss Buck feeders. Now you're getting serious. Winchester Deadly Passion is presented by Winchester, the American legend. Baku, elevate your game. Get better blood trails and quicker kills with Easton Axis arrows. HHA Sports, range, dial, shoot. Scent Killer Gold with Hunt Dry Technology Plus. Apply it, dry it, and go hunt. Rage Broadheads, leading the evolution in lethal technology. Spy Point, the mobile scouting solution. Sportsman's Alliance, protecting hunting, fishing, and trapping in all 50 states. Moose Utility Division, your leader in ATV and UTV accessories. Shoot United, make the shooting sports a part of your life. Cold Steel, anytime, anywhere. Hunt Stand, the #1 hunting app in the world. And these other fine sponsors.
Oh, that's a big buck. We're out here in Alberta. Just shot my very first animal with the 400 Legend.
We got one tag filled within a day, and now we had the rest of the week to chase whitetails while I was smiling ear to ear, even though I knew how cold the weather was going to be getting. At least we got it done when it was still nice out, and now we could focus on whitetails. If you look at the weather, right now we're at -7. It's warmed up some. We were almost -20 this morning. Incredibly cold. When we've got the 5-day weather here, you can see we've got 18 below tonight and a high of 8 tomorrow. -8, that is. Another thing that I love that Hunt Stand offers is if you look at the map, you can also see where your wind's blowing. We've got a great wind for this spot this evening, so we should be all set. We were looking on the Hunt Stand app and I thought, it is gonna be absolutely freezing. But you know what? That's what makes these big bucks move. These bucks are not just moving in the morning and the evening. You've always got deer moving. So we brought my heater along and even heated up some food. We just made it as comfortable as possible and tried to enjoy our time in Alberta. We're literally in the land of giants. The last thing I want to do is leave this blind and go sit in a lodge. I want to be right where the deer are. So Ben and I sat every day from dark to dark and we put in our time.
We're out here in Alberta. It is 20 below today and this heated vest is really helping. I also have the heated gloves and the heated socks on today. But when it gets this cold, you need all the help you can get.
And while we were sitting there, both Ben and I, we were enjoying our time. We were seeing a lot of deer, and all of a sudden, we had a buck step out that we thought, that's a pretty good deer.
This segment was brought to you by Matthews Archery. Elevate your archery experience with premium compound bows, accessories, apparel, and branded goods. Visit MatthewsInc.com to learn more. Winchester Deadly Passion is presented by Winchester, the American legend. Matthews Archery. DSG Outerwear, doing something great. Fleet Farm, built for real life. Nocturnal, bright, long-lasting, string-activated. Walkers, protect it or lose it. Safari Club International, first for hunters. Bog, engineered for the unknown. Boss Buck, for the most user-friendly and dependable feeder on the market. Keen Outdoors, the world's most versatile, fully portable hunting stand platform. Winchester, the American legend. And these other fine sponsors. This segment was brought to you by Safari Club International, first for hunters. Show your hunter pride by joining today at safariclub.org.
We see this buck and we both think, that's a pretty good deer. But as he's moving across, I'm thinking, I gotta look at him closer, and I just didn't get a shot in time. And I hadn't fully decided if he was a shooter or not, but either way, didn't get the shot opportunity, and I thought, did I just blow it? Was that our chance at our big deer?
We got in here this morning, snowing hard, and it hasn't quit yet. The deer are moving good. We've had does, we've had bucks cruising back and forth, little bucks pumping does. It is absolutely perfect. They even have snow all over their faces, on their backs. The good news is we're in a blind, we're comfortable, we're sitting all day, and that's the plan. Every single hour, it's gonna just keep getting colder and colder. It's pretty nasty out there, pretty nice in here.
And luckily, we sat and we waited, and eventually that buck came back out. I got a better look at him, and I thought, that is definitely a deer I want to shoot.
Oh my gosh, we've been sitting here. It's so cold, and this big buck came out earlier, and we didn't get a shot, and he just came back out again. Beautiful deer, chocolate rack, looks like he's got a little sticker, I think. He was about 200 yards. Put it right on him. Oh, that's so awesome.
Now I knew I had a good shot. I knew he wasn't going to go far, so we bundled up, went in looking for that deer, told Byron we had shot a buck, and we got in there and we recovered this buck, and he was so beautiful.
Jesus.
That's a good deer. That's a different buck, or maybe not. Sweet.
What a cool buck. I don't know if I've ever shot anything with such chocolate horns. Just a cool, good mass on him. It's a different buck than what we saw earlier today. Good mass all the way through here. Oh, just beautiful.
Byron, his wife showed up, and you know, it was just such a great experience. Again, not only is it good hunting, but you've become friends, and you know, they're really rooting for you, hoping you do well.
But he's got great mass. He's got 6 points on this side. He's got a little sticker here.
Yeah. This is the kind you come to Canada for. Big, heavy, dark horns.
And to see it all come together to make a great shot and to have a beautiful buck like this is everything I could have absolutely hoped for.
We're here at Diamond T Outfitters, and this is a trip that I can promise you I'm gonna be back on every single year. Maybe not when it's 20 below, maybe we'll do early season, but we will be back. Wow, good job filming, Ben.
Yeah, he's heavy.
Oh.
That's a good deer.
Also, pretty awesome feeling to be able to go to tell Winchester, hey, I just shot 2 monster deer, not only big racks, but huge bodies, and the 400 Legend, it performed better than I could have ever hoped for.
Just proud to be one of the very first to use the 400 Legend, and I can't say enough good things. The results, well, they speak for themselves.
It takes a spark to light a fire.
This segment is brought to you by HuntStand, the #1 hunting app in the world. Everything you need, all in one app. Precision mapping tools, custom map options, offline mapping, track wind and weather, real 3D, landowner information nationwide, and public hunting lands near you. Closed captioning is brought to you by Spy Point Trail Cameras. Stunning picture quality combined with leading cellular technology will keep you instantly in the loop right from your phone. Follow Melissa on Twitter @Melissa Bachman, on Facebook, facebook.com/Winchester Deadly Passion, and Instagram @Melissa_Bachman for behind the scenes footage, photos, giveaways, and much more.